welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Slay the Spire, where last episode we started the series, got through the first floor or level or whatever, and now we're into the second here, and we've got to figure out which path we want to start on. It looks like if we start on the left, it's pretty much set in, we don't have many options. I'm never really a fan of those ones. If we go for the right, it kind of stays hard fixed through. I'm kind of thinking maybe this one. See how this first fight goes. Depending on how it is, we could go for a fight or a random, another fight, and then we at least have some options to pick going forward. So, yeah, I'm usually the one I like to have options of what I want to pick, so we're going to go for the only one of these routes that gives us an option right off the first little go. Ooh, and we've got a shelled parasite. So it's going to try to do a bit of damage to us. So I'm thinking we'll start with a pommel strike. That'll let us draw a card. We'll defend to try to help us against some of the damage it's going to do. Will that work? No. No, so because of the skill card in hand, I can't use Clash this turn. So all I can basically do is smack it and then end our turn with that. It's going to take 7 damage, but we do still have the bronze scales that are helping us a fair bit. And it's going to try to do 10 here, a buff and attack for 10. So I'm thinking, okay, it doesn't have vulnerable, so dropkick wouldn't be helpful here, but we can do armaments, which will help upgrade these for later, and then a nice big flame barrier, and that'll help us along for this attack that's coming. Because we're going to negate it and also get some damage done to it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's going to attack us again. But I could just do another flame barrier to negate that. And I guess maybe a strike. Just to, I mean, it's going to wear off all of its block with that against us, so it's nothing too, I guess it was kind of pointless to do that, but we'll see what we do here. Okay, it's going to hit for 2, so I think Flame Barrier is just really proving its worth here. But we could do Anger, just to get that to start bringing more possibilities into our hand, and then a Strike. And we'll do a Defense. We're not going to do Berserk yet. We'll probably hold off on that for a while. But yeah, it's nice to see that their attacks are doing 9 damage to themselves. And just to maybe negate... Yeah, you know what? To negate that, we'll just do Impervious and Defense. And end the turn and see what happens here. Yeah, that's blocked. We do have Frail on us, though, so we'll gain a little less block from everything we do. But we can do Armaments to give us a little bit of defense, and Clothesline to weaken their attacks a fair bit. So let that go through. So we're going to take 5 damage here, but we're going to do a fair bit back to them there with our Thorns. Okay. Let's see. I think we'll start with Flame Barrier. Just because that lets us then use our Clash here, which breaks the defense. We can use Pommel Strike to smack and draw a card. And that's all we can do here. And truth be told, I think his attack is actually going to kill him because of our Flame Barrier and the Thorns we've got. Yeah, there we go. Kind of nice to let them bash themselves against us and kill themselves for us. But what do we got option-wise? Power Through. Add 2 wounds into your hand, gain 15 block. I don't know if I like that. Thunderclap. Deal 4 damage, apply 1 vulnerable all enemies. Seeing Red might not be too bad if we do want to use a lot of burst for energy when we need it. We'll take that. We could go for Mystery or another fight. I kind of want to go for Mystery. Just change it up a little bit. What do we got here? A gremlin is madly shuffling cards on a table. This monster seems to be a harmless one. You approach him out of curiosity. 12 cards. Match them to keep them. 5 tries, no do-overs. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay. So that's Reaper and Warcry. That's Shame and Reaper. Well, we can clear those out already without problem. Uppercut and Shame. Warcry we saw. You complete the Gremlin's game lookup. He disappeared? Okay, I guess... So that means the 2 cards that I got... Okay, the matches are what I got added to my deck. So I got Reaper, which is deal 4 damage to all enemies, heal HP equal to unblocked damage, and a Warcry. Okay. So that was the end of that. We only have one route we can go here, so we might as well just smack right into it. And we've got a Spheric Guardian. It has a lot of block to it, and it's just going to defend for more. It negates 3 debuffs, so maybe I'll do... I guess Armaments just to block. A Strike, because, yeah, it doesn't really hurt us. And another block. And we'll just end the turn here. I mean, it has an awful... Oh, Lord, it has an awful lot of block to itself. So, you know what? We'll gain the block just to prevent that from hitting us. Smack it with the Anger. And smack it with Strike, just to start chipping through all of that block it has. It doesn't have a lot of health under it, but it's just going to take a while to get through all of that. And we can do, okay, Flame Barrier there, just to get that out, and these here. We'll try Warcry. Choose card to put on top of your draw pile. Yeah, we'll do Pommel Strike, just because that way we can get it next turn. Then we can hit Clash, because we only have... the attack cards, some hits, and that. It will be a bit of a hit coming through here, though. Yeah, but we are almost through all of that block it put together. So I'm thinking... I basically just want to do a lot of damage, so maybe it'd be worth it to do a Bash and then a Pommel Strike. And... Oh, the Nunchuck activated. That's why I can finish it off there. I was trying to figure out, didn't that use up all my energy? But I forgot that we have the Nunchucks working there. Take a bit of gold, and we can choose another card. Ooh, Searing Blow is actually pretty good. I mean, it does cost 2, but it can be upgraded any number of times. And Clash does have the specifics of, like, only... I'm going to go for Searing Blow. Given Armaments is able to proc with it, I think it's going to be pretty handy. And looking at the path, well, ooh, that's a long path ahead. I'm kind of thinking I would like to hit the powerful boss here, or like the powerful enemy. So maybe we'll hit a Mystery, a Fight, and then him. Oh, it's another fight. Okay, so we've got the Knight is going... Yeah, the Centurion and the Mystic. So I could deal 4 damage to all enemies, but we don't have any healing we need, so that wouldn't be worth it. I'm thinking we'll do Armaments. That'll upgrade Searing Blow here. And that is 21... You know what? I'm going to do Flame Barrier instead, just to get some block and see what this is going to do first. It might be a bit stupid, and I could have done super big damage, but I want to be careful here. And it looks like... Okay, it looks like the Centurion is just going to keep giving the Mystic defense. Maybe what I'll do is work at weakening the Centurion here. You know what? I'd rather do the 6 damage and take the 3 extra than use one of the defenses. Is it just going to keep giving me that? Like, yeah, it's just going to keep giving me frail for stuff. Okay. Oh, I would love to use... Oh, that's right. We can use Dropkick here because that Centurion has vulnerable. So we gain energy back and a draw. And we can actually hit and draw a card. And maybe we'll get impervious, just to block the 12. Or should I? No, that would only be 6. Yeah, we'll get the big amount of block here and end the turn with that. That way Centurion's just going to smack, not get through, and take some good damage. Only 3. That's right, I don't have Flame Barrier used. Okay, this is interesting. I wouldn't mind getting rid of that Mystic if I could soon. And I could get 2 energy. Let me try Warcry. Just see. I just got a strike, so yeah, I'll toss that over. Maybe we'll apply. Yeah, you know what? We're going to work at getting rid of the Centurion if we can. Just because he keeps on buffing up the Mystic, and like the Mystic is giving us some things we have to be worried about. But I think we can still chip through and get the Centurion down with enough hits in that. Like, I think we'll do start with Anger, just because that costs us 0. Use the Pommel Strike to get that. We can Bash to weaken that, and Strike to take care of that. Now we just have the Mystic to worry about, who I don't think I'll be able to do anything, because... Oh, never mind. They were able to give themselves some strength. So, now I think we'll use Reaper. Yeah, that gives us a little bit of health back. I guess just a block, even though I don't think we're going to take any damage here. Yeah, it's just giving themselves more strength. I do have to be careful a bit, but it's not too bad. We can actually counter some of that strength with the clothesline. See, they're not vulnerable, so dropkick wouldn't be the strongest here. Maybe we'll just give ourselves a little bit of block to help defend against the attack. I think we're going to use the armaments just to upgrade everything. These are all attacks, so Clash will work. And Searing Blow can just do 27 huge damage to clear them out. A little bit of gold. Okay, so we've got 3 options. We've got Fire Breathing. Whenever you draw a status or curse card, deal 6 damage to all enemies. That's actually not bad, but I don't have any status or curse cards. Combust. At the end of your turn, lose 1 HP, deal 5 to all enemies. Or Flex. I'm going to take Fire Breathing, just because we might start getting a few cards that are going to be like curse or status stuff coming in. So we can either go for another small fight, or go for another mystery, and then our guy. Let's try our hand with another mystery. See what we can come across. A long line of hooded figures can be seen entering an unassuming cathedral. Naturally, you join the line are quickly surrounded by cultists. They ignore you as they gleefully chant and wave their weapons around. Murder, 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 caw, 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 murder, 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 caw, caw, caw. You eye donation box. Oh, you know what? I have a lot of health, and that ritual dagger actually might be pretty handy if it is, like, if it's built up. Because what it is it deals 15 damage just as a base thing. If fatal, or I guess the killing card, it increases the damage of the card's thing by 3. It does exhaust, you only get the 1 charge, but I don't have a lot of cards that do big, huge chunks of damage like that, so I think I will take that over the gold. You decide to stay in line, out of fear, to see what will happen. Eventually, you're face to face with the leader. Well-dressed cultist hands you an ornate dagger. Like the others before you, you slash your forearm and let the blood drip into a misshapen bowl. Cultists chant and holler for you. Caw, caw, caw. You chant too, why not? And now, we'll try a more powerful foe, which is... What is that? The Book of Stabbing. Okay, I guess we'll do Fire Breathing, get it out of hand, and that will actually let me do... We'll do Bash, just to apply the vulnerability, and I can use Clash. And I got to end turn there, so this is going to hurt a fair bit. Yeah, that hurt a decent chunk, but that actually isn't bad, because if we draw those... Oh, this is good. Okay, so we're going to play Armaments. We're going to use Dropkick, because we do get all the benefits of it. Oh, We've got Searing Blow now, but I think I want to go for the Flame Barrier. And you know what? I might even do Seeing Red here, so I can get Searing Blow out for a good bit, and then some more block, and end turn. And this will really go into, like, its health pool because of the 3 strikes. Yeah, that was helpful. We'll do another Flame Barrier to help us out a bit. We'll use War Cry. Probably have Clothesline go for next turn we'll get, and then just a regular strike. Okay, and that turn there. So we'll get 5 damage dealt here. But 9 goes back to him. Okay. It is going to be 6x4. So I think we'll want to weaken that a fair bit. Only being that. And we'll block a little bit if we can. Yeah, now enemies are starting to cut into our health pool pretty good. Yeah, but we'll hopefully have them down this go. Or this turn. We've got Anger. And... you know what? I'll use Strike. Just to take it down a little bit more. And Ritual Dagger. Which should increase the thing of the... that card's power. We got Bag of Preparation. Start combat, draw 2 additional cards. That's a nice relic. And we have a few options. So we can get Rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block, which is really good. Flex, gain 2 strength. At the end of turn, you lose. Or Bloodletting, lose 3 HP to gain 3 energy. I think I'll go for Rage. Because getting the block and attacking the same turn will be pretty helpful. And given we have lost a fair bit of health, I think we're going to stop at the fire and actually rest here. Just get the HP back. Yeah, so we're sitting good for HP again. And we continue upwards. And we have a mystery one. As you continue your ascent, thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground walls around you, coalescing into 3 masked forms that start to speak. Another puppet of Neo, I think. Agreed, she always makes the funnest toys. You notice an oversized grin with the third, as the third addresses you. Ignore the others, but you like taste of our power. No, I am not losing 41 max HP. I'm out. How disappointing. You'll join us sooner or later. The shape fades away, leaving only the unnerving laughter ringing in your ears. Yeah, I'm not losing that much HP. No way. What's in the box? Gold and a dream catcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. Interesting. That could be both good or bad, and because we have a fair bit of gold now, I think we're going to hit the merchant, since it is the only one we'll see for the rest of the run, too. Or at least this floor. Welcome. Okay, what do we got? Let's move that out of the way, so we could afford another relic. We could pick up another card, but I think we're actually doing pretty good with them right now. Battle Trance actually might not be bad, but let me see these first. If your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12. So that'd be 24 back, which is pretty good. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Or start each elite combat with 2 strength. I might go for Bottled Tornado, actually. Or... you know what? I'll take the String of Courage, and I'll take the Battle Trance. Because that just gives me the chance to draw 3 things, and that's no problem there. So I only have 85 gold, so I could look again. A card taken out, but I don't think I'm actually too bad right now. I might go for Uppercut. Deals 13 damage, applies 1 weak and 1 vulnerable. That'd be helpful for, like, getting my synergies off, if I can also upgrade that card too. Which, speaking of, there's a fire right there, I can do just that. See, I think that's the one I want to look at upgrading is Uppercut here. Because that'll have it apply for 2 turns. So that'll give me more chance for it to synergize with my other things like Drop Kick or... I think there's another card that has a synergy too. Not entirely sure. And into a combat with a Snecko. Hello, Snecko. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking start with armaments because that's a lot of stuff all upgraded. And it's going to do strategic. So it's going to give me a debuff to start. So maybe what I'll focus on is just getting some damage done and ending our first turn. Confusion. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. That actually has worked out more in my favor than I think it was intending to. So we'll use War Cry. Maybe we'll send Strike back. Because, like, that's a 0-cost card. That's a 0-cost card. That's a 0-cost card. And yeah, I'll end the turn there. Okay, our turn. Okay, see, now, yeah, now we're getting a little bit of... you know what? We'll probably do that just to draw a card. We do have 2 energy now. I'm kind of thinking I'll do a Pommel Strike and Impervious. Yeah, that'll just completely block that and just lets me keep going through the deck. Like, Confusion is both good and bad. If it gives me cost reductions, it's... Well, case in point, it has given us some cost reductions. And I can even use Battle Trance to draw a few more cards to help us out. Okay, so I can use Anger, get that down. Searing Blow, I can get a nice hit. Or, you know what? I'll go for Flame Barrier instead, because it is going to try to do a fair bit of damage with this next attack. So yeah, let it strike, take the 9 damage from our stuff. I'm thinking we'll use Battle Trance. I can use Armaments. That upgrades everything here. I can use an Anger. And even a Strike. And end that turn. So yeah, we're going to take a fair bit of damage from this hit, but not too bad off. And, okay, I think we'll use Rage, just because every attack will give us some block here. Hit him with Uppercut. And Pommel Strike for the win. And we're full health again, thanks to our Black Blood. Okay. I might take Sever Soul here. Like, we already have a Fire Breathing, so I don't think we really want that, because we don't actually have it proccing yet. So yeah, we'll go for Sever Soul. And maybe we'll do one more Elite Combat, and then end the episode after that. Oh. Okay, we've got a bit of a group here. Well, I can go for... No, see, I'm going to get a lot of damage coming in here, so it might be better to do a Flame Barrier. Or should I do Rage? Yeah, I might do Rage, and then we can take care of the Gremlin at least here. Yeah, I'll just do that, because we still got 9 block that came in, so we're going to at least be able to stop that. Although this attack I should have paid more attention to. Yeah, that was a fair chunk off. Okay, let me see. Maybe we'll use War Cry. I'm trying to think here. Maybe we'll do that. Pommel Strike will at least get rid of, yeah, that little guy. And then we can hit you with Uppercut. And I'll just give it a little bit of a debuff for now. And I can even get a block on. And we don't know what... Oh, it's not attacking, but we don't know what it's up to. So it's either buffing itself... Oh, no, it's calling in some more help. So... And these are minions. Abandon combat without their leader. Okay, so I want to focus on trying to get him down. So you know what? Let me Battle Trance. Get a few more cards. I think Flame Barrier. Maybe Fire Breathing. And we'll get the Anger off on the Gremlin leader there. And end the turn. Oh yeah, this will really cut into his thing. He's going to attack 3 times, so that's... There we go. That helped a fair bit. Ooh. Reaper will be pretty handy here. So I'm thinking... Right, which one... Okay, vulnerable on you. Seeing red here. I will block a little bit. And then use Reaper here on all of them. Because that'll boost me back to full health thanks to that. And... Okay, he's buffing... Okay, buff the 2 up with block, but again, my main focus is trying to get rid of him there. Shoot. Okay, I do have a few that I might... It would do 18 damage only, though, so... We'll start with armaments. Improve everything. Maybe use rage to help us out there. And get a strike off on that. Probably end our turn with that. Yeah, we're starting to take some big amounts of damage here, which I do not like. We gotta get rid of that leader quick now. Okay, let me use Battle Trance. See what we get. Okay, I'm thinking... Yeah, smack you with that. I could... Okay, maybe Bash to take it down. And then Ritual Dagger, which killed them. The minions retreat, and that's combat over. And that should have powered up the dagger again. So we've got Preserved Insect, enemies in elite combats. Ooh, that's really nice to have. So enemies in elite combats have 25% less health. We've got a Blood Potion, which I'll have to see, because I don't know if I've gotten my health yet. Ooh, that's pretty good, although, then again... You know what, I'm going to take Perfected Strike, because... Deals 2 additional damage for all your cards containing Strike. And you know what, let me pop the potion now, just to be ready ahead, and... Yeah, we'll end this episode here, since we have a boss fight coming up, and it's hard to say what it'll be like next episode. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Slay the Spire. If you did like the video, you should give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, you should leave them comments right down below. And until I do see you in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.